The NFL has handed down their punishment for the vicious hit on Trevor Lawrence. Let's review.
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to well, we call you normies.
So most of you that watch the NFL know about the hit that Trevor Lawrence took in the game Sunday against the Houston Texans via Azeez Al-Shaair, okay, the linebacker for the Houston Texans. Most of you saw that hit. Trevor Lawrence went for the slide, and, well, the rest is history, all right? As you can see here, this is from ESPN.com. The punishment has been handed down. As we can read here, the Texans, Azeez Al-Shaair, suspended 3 games after Trevor Lawrence hit. Well, NFL, I think you got it right. All right. This is breaking news as of about, I don't know, maybe an hour or so ago. So let's break down the article and see what the details of this 3-game suspension is. I assume it's without pay. And actually, the NFL also issued a statement to Mr. Shaair about the hit, or the incident rather, right? So let's get into it. The NFL suspended Houston, Texas linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair 3 games for repeated violations of player safety rules after his hit to the head of Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence on Sunday. Now remember, if you were with me yesterday in the video that I posted yesterday, this is not his first offense. I believe this season, as a matter of fact. And so because of that, I believe that's why this penalty was 3 games instead of just 1 or 2, like, Stephen A. and Shannon and other people were calling for. John Runyon, the NFL's Vice President of Policy and Rules Administration, announced the suspension Tuesday, adding in a letter to Al-Shaair that the league deemed the hit, quote unquote, unacceptable, and that his continued disregard for rules governing player safety will not be tolerated. No won't. Let's go. Al-Shaair was ejected in the second quarter of Houston's victory Sunday over Jacksonville after his violent blow to the face mask of Lawrence while the quarterback was sliding to the ground, causing the Jaguar star to suffer a concussion. Now, this is the statement. Quote, "You were involved in a play that the NFL considers unacceptable and a serious violation of the playing rules," Runyon wrote Tuesday. "Video shows you striking the head neck area of Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence after he clearly goes down in a feet-first slide. You led with your forearm and helmet and delivered a forceful blow to the head neck area of your opponent when you had time and space to avoid such contact." Yes, he did. Now, again, I don't know if he meant to do this or not. He's had 2 other prior violations. So we are, questioning his integrity when he says that he didn't mean to do this and all of that. Like I said before in my last video, in any case, it happened regardless of intention or motive. And so the punishment must be handed down. Lawrence clenched both fists after the hit, movements consistent with what's referred to as the fencing response, which can be common after a traumatic brain injury. He was on the ground for several minutes as teammates came to his defense and mobbed Al-Shaair. Runyon said in his letter that Al-Shaair proceeded to engage in a brawl, which you escalated when you pulled an opponent down to the ground by his face mask. Also added that after being ejected, the 6-year veteran removed your helmet and re-engaged with your opponent while walking down across the field, which started another physical confrontation near the end zone. Al-Shaair will appeal the suspension, a source told ESPN's Adam Schefter. The appeal will be heard by one of the appeal officers jointly appointed by the league and the NFL Players Association: Derek Brooks, Raymond Foster, Kevin Maware, or Jordy Nelson. If Al-Shaair serves the full 3 games, he will be eligible to return for Houston's regular season finale against the Tennessee Titans. So, of course, like most legal or corporate proceedings, you have the right to appeal, which they say he will. But the results of his actions speak for itself. And the aftermath, the brawl that most of you probably also saw if you're watching the game, that also in the suit, which he had participated in. I mean, and it is what it is. You hit this guy very hard, very viciously, and the players of the other team, the Houston Texans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, well, while, on the field confrontations aren't, we don't like those kind of things. The NFL doesn't like that. I mean, who could blame the team after seeing something like that? You know what I mean? Al-Shaair was flagged and later fined $11,255 for a late hit on out of bounds on Titans running back Tony Pollard in Week 12. He was also fined $11,817 earlier this year after he punched Chicago Bears running back Rashawn Johnson on the sideline in Week 2. That occurred during a scuffle that started after his hard shot on quarterback Caleb Williams near the sideline wasn't flagged. So as you can see here, this individual, this player, Mr. Azeez, has had a history this season of this type of foul play. Your lack of sportsmanship and respect for the game of football and all those who play, coach, and enjoy watching it is troubling and does not reflect the core values of the NFL, Runyon wrote. Your continued disregard for NFL playing rules puts the health and safety of both you and your opponents in jeopardy and will not be tolerated. Al-Shaair took to social media Monday to apologize to Lawrence. Most of you read that statement. And I won't read the rest of this because it's rehashing other things. Doug Peterson spoke about it. Azeez went on X and he gave an apology. Trevor Lawrence went on X and he let everybody know that he was okay and in good spirits. And so most of you know what happened. Like I said, it was a bad hit, and this guy deserved the punishment that he got. I don't feel sorry for him. This is a suspension without pay for 3 games. He'll come back for the season finale. I don't know where his team's going to be at the end of the season. I'm pretty sure the guy went out. If not, they will be on the couch along with their compadres, the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right. So y'all see it. 3 games without pay. One of the league executives has spoken on this. The Vice President of Policy Rules Administration, Mr. John Runyon, he has spoken on the actions of one Mr. Azeez, and rightfully so. So hope he can get his act together, because players like this usually end up getting, pushed out of the league because they can't play right now. Some infractions here and there, by mistake or maybe bad form one day or something is one thing. But you've already been fined twice this season, and then you give this guy a concussion. I mean, you should be lucky that that's all they gave you, all right, for a repeat offender, if you will. So y'all see it. The suspension been handed down, and I myself agree. And with that being said, thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just Normie, here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports, news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think down in the comment section about this suspension. We think it's too much, not enough. If you thought that his actions were, on purpose or an accident or whatever, let me know what you think about it. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.